Follow-Up Friday.
Hey guys, this is Dan with Gears and Gadgets. Thanks for tuning in. So I'm coming to you guys with an old-fashioned motor vlog. I'm here in the truck today, and I've been doing a lot of Follow-Up Friday content with this truck, and the reason for that is because, well, I ordered a 2021 Ford F-150, and I wanted to get this truck kind of wrapped up, the things that I've done with it, videos I put out on this channel, and make sure that I'm not leaving anything out there that I really wish that I would have come back to visit on this channel. So today I want to talk about the Bilstein 611-2s, which are the coilovers on the front of this truck, and the 5160s, which are the reservoir shocks that I put on the rear of this truck. So as of today, I've actually had the 611-2s on this truck for 7 months now, and it's been enough to be able to get a pretty good idea of what these things are all about. And the 5160s, the reservoir shocks on the rear of the truck, have actually been on there for 3 years now, so plenty of miles on those rear shocks. So I wanted to talk about this from a position of, is it worth it to spend that kind of money on a suspension upgrade? Now this truck is a 2015 GMC Sierra, and on these Sierras on the Z71 package, they come with the OEM Rancho branded shocks, and they're not great. In my opinion, I didn't think they were very good from day one. Now, before we get into price, I do want to talk about how this truck is used, and it is mainly on the road. I mean, I spend most of my days commuting in my truck. If I'm not able to ride the bike, which lately seems to be like infrequent that I can even ride the bike, I'm in the truck, and this truck is going to job sites, and it does see its fair share of off-road usage. Now, I have in recent been on a project where it was actually a landfill way outside of the city. That is one where it is hard-packed sand, and you're, going over some areas that are really rutted out, and it really starts to challenge that suspension. And that's where these Bilstein shocks really come into shine, is in those environments. These videos that I've done on the Bilsteins from the original get-go, the rears I paid for myself, and then the content that I produced around that did end up leading to them sending out the 6112s for the front end that were sponsored. So it's kind of like half sponsored, half stuff I was buying. So take this with that in mind, understand that the fronts were sponsored, rears I purchased. So the rears now have 3 years on them, and they changed the dynamics of this truck on the rear end substantially. And what I mean by that is, with the solid rear axle on the highway, you get a lot of axle hop, especially when you hit some uneven paved surfaces, and these reservoir shocks just do an amazing job of keeping that rear end planted on the back. So I think they're awesome. I think they're absolutely worth it. Now, they are $200 a piece, so it is a $400 upgrade. Now, comparatively, on the rears for pricing, you have, say, the Fox 2.0, which is not a reservoir shock, and that's coming in at $169 each. So for an extra $30, you're actually getting a reservoir shock from Bilstein, which I think that is really a no-brainer. And then the alternative to that is going to just a regular 5100, which is $94 each. But again, at that point now you're half the price, and you're not getting that reservoir shock. So I personally would not spend the $169 each on the Fox 2.0s. I would go with, if that was my budget, I would go with the Bilstein 5100s for the $94 each. Or if you're going to go for the Fox 2.0, to go to a reservoir for the extra $30. Again, that just seems like a no-brainer to me. I just tend to, when I'm doing a project like that, if you're talking the difference of $200 or $400, I like to just find the extra $200 and do it what I consider to be the right way, and go for the reservoirs. I don't regret it. I would recommend it. I think it was an awesome thing to do on this truck. Changed the dynamic really completely on the rear end of the truck. Now, getting into the 6112s on the front end, that's when you start talking about, it's $732. That's for the pair, not a piece. And that's as of recording today, what the going rate is. Sometimes that can be hard to find. I'll link them in the description down below, whether you can find them or not. You can just take that part number and search Google and try to find them if you can. But the 6112s on the front end of this truck really made the most difference as far as noticing on the highway and off-road. And I have mine set to a 2-inch lift, I believe, on the front end. And what you really notice is that when you brake hard, the front end nosedive is gone. And when you hit speed bumps or things like that, it's just way more composed than it ever was without the Bilstein. So when it was the Ranchos, standard Ranchos, this truck was just very bucking bronco is the way that I would explain it. It was just not very composed, and you felt everything. These 6112s really do a great job of soaking up those bumps. I've got to say, even cornering in this truck is incredibly improved as far as body roll goes. So I've noticed in situations of having to even swerve to miss something on the highway that the vehicle just tracks truer than what it did with the OEM suspension, and that goes a long way. I think that's one of the things that I've noticed the most in a daily drivability aspect is, not off-roading every day, but just driving on the highway, things like that, the vehicle is just much more compliant with the upgraded suspension, and that is something I appreciate on a daily basis. Now, the off-roading, yes, it is great. I think the off-roading capability of this whole suspension setup is just night and day difference compared to what the OEM was, and all around, you really can't go wrong with this setup, in my opinion. Off-road is really where they shine, and I've just had great experience with them. So I do not know, and it'll be interesting to see when I get my F-150, who knows when that's going to be because of the microchip shortage now. I'll be lucky to see that truck by, July, I'm guessing. But with that being said, I'm interested to see how the FX4 package is with the OEM suspension, and comparing to what my experience with the Rancho Z71 package is, which one is better as an OEM truck. I just wanted to revisit the Bilstein 6112s and 5160s on the rear of this truck, talk about it from more of a position of having some miles and years. In the case of the rear end, I've had those on for 3 years, and the fronts for 7 months. So highly recommend them. I think they are an awesome suspension setup. I think they are arguably the most cost-effective for what you're getting if you look at a reservoir shock on the rear and an actual coilover replacement for the front end. For just over $1,100, I don't see how you can go wrong with this complete suspension upgrade. And for what it does to the vehicle, I think it's, again, just an absolute no-brainer. So that is my wrap-up on the Bilstein 6112s and 5160s on this truck. Again, I hope to sort of be getting into a little more motorcycle content in the future, but the truck content's been doing well, and if it's doing well, keep doing it. So guys, as always, if this is your first time tuning in, please hit that subscribe button down below. Remember, likes go a long way to help support the channel. I'll see you guys next time.